Smoke Weedle every day.
That's what it's come to.
Mhm.
And it was like totally disconnected from the rest of the game. It was like we have this. They made a boat section, and they had to just find a way to fit it into the game somehow. So
Yeah,
he just wakes up on a boat, and then he does some stuff on a boat, and then the boat is never ever mentioned again once he gets off.
He literally just wakes up on a boat. You
Yep.
Sounds legit.
I like,
that is, like the best way to explain that.
I like all the Uncharted games.
I have to say that I like the first one more than the second one, as well.
See,
Like story-wise.
The first one's my favorite, but I feel like that's most people would say the second one.
We're pretty good.
Ah, goodness. Mega Blaziken God will donate $2 for Ricky to sing the Super Duper Sumos theme for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. That's
That
a
song's
couple of-
not even. That
That's like
song's 30
cents
seconds
a
long.
minute.
Yeah.
You'd have to sing it like 10 times.
Better start.
Yeah.
Why does that sound like something you would say, Don?
I was just messing. I don't even know how the song goes.
Yeah, I would have to look up the lyrics. Because I only know Super Duper Sumos. And
Are they super and duper?
They are
They got
pretty.
They got guts.
And big butts, I guess.
This is totally unrelated to everything and everything.
Okay.
But since Phil brought it up earlier, the VGX awards,
Oh,
they actually were decent. The actual awards were decent. I don't know if the show was decent.
I heard the show was like unbearable.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had the guy
Sounds
from
great.
Community like desperately not wanting to be there.
And PewDiePie was there.
Yeah, PewDiePie was there.
Oh,
and it's got
boy.
Jeff Keighley, desperately trying to hold the show together to no avail.
Well, at least the awards seem reasonable.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
What were the awards? Like, best Mario character in a Mario game?
Well, not like best RPG, best fighting game, best driving game, best
Okay,
DLC.
so there actually aren't any other lyrics to the Super Duper Sumos.
Oh, it's just Sumos.
It's Super Duper Sumos, and then there's like a little Oriental music filler. Super Duper Sumos. And then after a couple times, they've got guts. Super Duper Sumos. Super Duper Sumos. Big ol' butts. That show happened. Wrap your head around that for a second. That show was made. It happened. Are you leaving? You're not doing Whitney yet? You're healing up?
Gotta heal up.
Alright, gotcha.
Not you,
Anyway,
more respect.
I'm not gonna be singing that for 5 minutes because everybody in this call will want to kill me.
What the fuck are people talking in the chat? Somebody just
Oh my.
posted an essay about the nature of dimensional travel or some shit.
4 dimensions.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Enjoy that watching this on YouTube.
Well, we were talking about the 4DS like 20 minutes ago, so
Uh, it took them that long to research and type all that.
It's appropriate, yeah. I think they just copy pasted it from Wikipedia.
Time for the game.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh.
I think one more person before.
A guy.
Maybe two.
Oh, wait, before we do, I see an ad for Rise,
Nice, right?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? Hang on a minute.
Son of Rome.
I
I think
wanna
It's
we're
all
going
up.
around here.
It's all a cool trap.
You gotta go on top.
This gym's shaped like a Clefairy, Phil. Come on.
Yeah.
Amanda wants to say something.
Meep is back with 1.5 stuffed Oreos.
I thought it was 1.6 something.
1.86.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Get it right, man.
That's close enough to double.
Josh was no, it's not. Josh was the one who originally said 1.5, so he confused everybody. And then you're
Yeah, but I
going-
rounded down.
Oh, okay. Wait, no, that's not okay. What?
You're supposed to round up.
Well,
Wait.
yeah, but you don't. I don't know.
But
It's
then that
closer
would,
to 5 than
that-
it is 10.
then that would
No, it's
defeat
not.
that would defeat the point of yeah, if it was 8, it would be closer to 10. But it would defeat the point of the whole argument if we rounded up, because Oreo is rounding up.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, you would round up from the 100th to the 10th, so it'd be 1.9.
Right.
Which is still not 2. Because it's like 8.6 something. So it'd be
1.86.
Oh, I thought it was 1.68.
No, it's 1.86 times the amount of stuff in a regular Oreo.
That rounds up to 2.
Yeah, like loosely. It's false advertising. I mean, Subway got sued for like not having like their subs weren't exactly 12 inches long or whatever.
Yeah, they're like 11 and a half or something like that.
So it seems like rife. Nabisco needs to pay. We're bringing him down. False
Who owe
advertising.
me some letters?
Yeah, yeah. You owe me some stuff.
Some dumb
Dude,
stuff.
actually, somebody sued over like
Everything, yes.
No, they sued Subway for not actually having like a foot long.
Yeah, he just said that.
Right.
Ricky
Just
literally just said that.
Okay, just excuse me.
And,
Sorry,
and a lady sued
I'm out of it.
McDonald's for spilling
I'll-
coffee on herself.
I
Okay,
was looking at the numbers on the chat.
Josh. Yes, yes. She.
But it was hot and
Yeah.
scalding, I know.
No, but it wasn't. It was like heated, like way past like regulation. Like it was. It was like. It was like I think it was like several hundred degrees like hotter than coffee is legally supposed to be.
Several
Mouse.
hundred to at least 2.
It was. I don't know. I don't know all the facts, but it was some ridiculous. Like it was like superheated, like to a ridiculous degree,
Yeah.
beyond like regulations for that stuff. And like she didn't sue for like millions of dollars. She sued for the cost of
A
like
cup of coffee.
no, for like repairs to her skin that got burned off. Like okay, yeah, like she spilled it on herself, and that's that's stupid, but. McDonald's was still at fault, which is why she won the suit. It wasn't like a frivolous suit that she just lost. McDonald's was
Burned
still in the
much.
wrong. Yeah, she shouldn't have had third-degree burns from it.
Only 2nd degree.
Yeah. I know you're being sarcastic, but
I know, it's still to burnt her either way. But, it shouldn't have been as bad.
Yeah, it was as it was is what was the problem.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
People sue.
someone's got to pay for it.
I'm not trying to like encourage frivolous lawsuits. I mean, obviously, like I said, she still spilled it on herself like a dumbass. But I mean, McDonald's was not. They were still at fault, as the courts clearly found.
They should have just made it cold, and she could have sued about that.
Yeah, now iced coffee is an actual thing, so...
Iced coffee is amazing. I can't drink hot coffee because it burns my mouth. I have really sensitive.
Because it reminds
I
me of
can't-
San Andreas.
I can't drink coffee because it tastes horrible.
Oh, well, that's why you put, like, sugar and stuff in it.
Yeah, and make it worse for you than just the caffeine that's in it.
Yeah, I don't like coffee either.
Did Matt's joke just like fly everybody else's head?
It
What
didn't
did he
fly
say?
over anybody's head. It's just not funny.
It's not worth acknowledging. Yeah, I got it. I was thinking of San Andreas when she said hot coffee too, but I didn't
No.
say anything about it because I know better.
I forgot all about that.
Don laughed, so I appreciate that.
Yeah,
but
I laughed.
there's a reason
It was
nobody else
bad.
acknowledged it. Because it wasn't good.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Hey.
thanks, dude. You didn't even get to hear what I said.
Nope.
Alright, well, glad to know you have an unbiased opinion.
Always.
You can always count on Steve.
Yes.
That's why the people of this world believe in.
God
Alright.
damn it.
Okay, so that joke was better than the San Andreas joke.
I'm
Dude,
sure
have
Steven's
you
gonna hear like a lot of those jokes now that that show's out.
Have you seen Steven Universe? It is goddamn incredible.
I
good.
like it. I want to do a review of it. I'm just scared of like having clips.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think it's really, really good. I think the stuff that it's doing is important, and it's shaking things up.
Yeah, I mean,
That's so important.
with the
There's, like-
occasional nightmare fuel.
There's like interesting female characters with like drastically different body types, and like the art on it is just beautiful. Like the backgrounds and stuff is gorgeous to look at.
Channels it. I'm probably not gonna
It's
watch
on
it all.
Cartoon
Ye-
Network.
Yeah, the same channel that gives you fine programming such as Uncle Grandpa.
Uncle Grandpa might not be cool, but like some of the sight gags and like the visual stuff they're doing with it is really outstanding. Like if you watch the show and like mute it, it's pretty awesome.
It's the best way to watch shows now.
Just
Yeah,
don't,
TV's just
don't
too bad.
actually.
The one thing I will say about Steven Universe is like some of the like the villains that they have to deal with are fucking horrifying.
Nightmare fuel.
Like, gee, the Fry mascot I thought was really bad, but then when Steven is like covered in cats, I was like, ah!
Oh yeah,
God!
that one
That was-
terrified me.
That was horrifying, but it's a really good show. I recommend it.
Yeah, me too.
So what you're saying is I should watch it.
Yes, I think it's a very, very good show.
That's pretty good.
But yes,
I'd
I
watch
do
it.
get, I
I'd
get
watch
that a lot. Like, I got a couple of texts during it. I almost went as it for Halloween, but it hadn't aired yet, so I didn't think anyone would get it.
Oh, you should have done it. That would have been cool.
Because I could have just like got on Redbubble, made a shirt with a star, done.
Yeah.
Costume over.
Yeah, take your glasses off. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, not to like, I don't want to embarrass you or anything, but you do kind of resemble Steven from Steven Universe.
Or does Steven from Steven Universe resemble him?
That is, yeah, that
You
is
did
probably.
come first.
He did come first.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have a 23-year head start. But I did get a couple of texts, ran into a couple of people about it, and someone was like, did Steven start a cartoon show without telling anyone?
About himself.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I like that popped into my head for like a split second until like at the end of the commercial, it's like, oh hi, I created this, and it's a woman. I'm like, that's not Steven.
What's really cool about that, a little behind the scenes stuff, is that the show is based off her little brother, Steven, who's a background design artist for the show.
Nice.
That and Bravest Warriors.
Interesting.
I haven't seen Bravest Warriors, but there's a guy that I work with who's like obsessed with Bravest.
It's
But I don't-
good, it's just full of like really, really painfully obvious trying to make internet memes out of it.
I don't really like Adventure Time that much, and like Bravest Warriors looks so much like it's trying to ape Adventure Time's art style.
It's made.
I know, I know, but I look at it and I'm like, you
Yo,
know,
did that Clefairy transform into a...
Yeah.
that is one brown ass Zubat.
I was just say was like that Zubat is colored like a normal animal. It's a
Do
little
they
weird.
keep when you transform in this game? Do they keep like their color scheme?
Yep.
That's wild.
That's awesome. Kind of like that.
Yeah, why don't they still do that?
No, because
Ditto do that?
just make it a
Say-
lighter color.
It's
Well,
an
Ditto
animation.
would be like pink, I think.
That's awesome. I want pink everything, but eyes.
Ugh.
Yes. No one wants a pink eye.
It's true.
Maybe you'll metronome and transform into this Zubat, like Clefairy did.
Well,
It's just a whole Zubat battle.
Would you turn into a Zubat or would you turn into a Clefairy?
I don't think it would fail, actually,
I
because
think
it
it
does
does
that now.
I think it does fail, but it
Like
might
if it
not
Ditto...
have
Yeah.
forcibly identified.
They couldn't like figure out what to do. Like it was like divided by the room. The people behind the game mechanics like, fuck it, just make it fail. I'm done with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Like they spent like weeks. They're like dirty. They haven't left the room.
Trying to program this one thing, and they're like, fuck it! We'll do it live.
What if it just cancels? What do you mean? What if it just can't, like...
Oh god, the biggest wall in the game. Rental stopper right here.
Other fucking milk tank.
So I bought the weirdest board game ever off Walmart website right now. Pugnopoly. It's a pug-based Monopoly.
Yeah, I kind of got that from the title. Did it do it well at least?
I don't know. I just it's a Christmas gift. I have a friend that's very obsessed.
Pugs.
With
And
Pugnopoly?
pugs.
No, just with pugs in general.
Oh.
She has 2. She wants more.
2 copies of Pugnopoly?
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Yo, so this milk tank is totally that one boss from this game.
Yeah.
No, it's straight up is.
I can never beat it as a... Oh, I eventually did. But, like, I don't know why this is ungodly. And terrible.
Magnitude.
Magnitude 4. Meow.
6 is not bad.
I could give it 3 sound attacks.
Oh, very nice.
But I don't know if
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
gen rollout will hit if the first one does. I'm not sure. They'd thought ahead that much. Because they all hit. But now it's starting to miss.
Yeah.
Milk drink.
Oh, this fucking. Oh, jeez.
Go, use
Sorry,
that now.
Phil. You got stuck with me.
It was supposed to be Kyle.
It was supposed to be Kyle.
I think he planned this.
No.
He didn't want to fight Whitney.
Oh.
Kyle is pretty. I was texting him after he left, and he was in kind of a bad way.
Because he couldn't get to work?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said, "What happened, dude?" He said, "Stepped out to clear head, got drink, head spinning, can't see straight." I said, "Are you gonna be okay?" He said, "Not sure, not okay now. Time came and I couldn't." I said, "It's okay, man. We'll get you tomorrow." He said, "I have work. All is lost. So sorry."
Dramatic.
I was just kind of like, ah.
Fix him again.
This
Tell me
game
get
doesn't give you any
Tell me to get on
fighting
now.
types.
This game doesn't give you what?
Fighting types.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy at the gym guy said you should probably use fighting types, but I've
Darn
only
it.
seen one, and it was a trainer, and the Podex says I can't catch it until much later.
That's freaking stupid.
Besides fighting types, aren't they weak against ground attacks?
No.
Nah.
No.
Normal's only weak to fighting.
Only fighting? The
Only
fuck?
fighting.
Yeah.
And it's immune to ghosts.
And it's not super effective against anything.
Yeah, that's the trade-off. It's only got one weakness, which is pretty cool, but it's not super effective against anything. So, I think that's fair.
Yeah. Did they change that in the new game?
No, it's still that way. A bunch of stuff is suddenly weak to fairy, but normal's not one of them.
Yeah, dark type is kind of even more useless now. Not that it was useless, back here.
Yeah, dark type was never useless. It's they got to deal with fairy types now.
Mm-hmm.
So was anything pink became fairy? Is that how that worked?
No, it was mostly things that were in the fairy egg group.
Okay.
But they didn't. Luckily, it was good that they didn't do this because this is like half of all Pokemon. They didn't just take the fairy egg group and make them all fairy type. It seemed like they mostly just if it looked kind of fairy-esque. A lot of them are pink, but not all.
And the pinks.
Because like I saw Mr. Mime, which I was kind of cool with him just being psychic.
Mm-hmm.
That worked. I don't think he necessarily need to be fairy. And then like Snubble, kind of.
Well, Snubble's...
He's a fairy
no-
type. You isn't his name like the fairy Pokemon or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
I'll accept, but that's still kind of weird.
Yeah.
Still kind
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with it, but I'm just like, okay. Because when I saw that Mr. Mime and Snubble were both fairy types, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Anything pink, fairy, got it.
No, they also did like Meryl's whole line and Gardevoir's.
Togepi's. That's
For
white.
a while.
Yeah.
Well, I think anything that uses metronome, I guess, is fairy.
It does kind of seem that way, doesn't it?
Which I don't know if I just don't. I didn't expect Meryl to be fairy.
Yeah,
it's
what the
kinda-
fuck?
It's kind of weird. Every time they introduce a new type, they change one of Matt's favorite Pokemon.
Like they exclusively, they just like
Well,
Yanma.
there you go.
we're changing Yanma to Bug Fairy.
Yanma should be Hoenn type.
I can't wait for Mega.
Anyone who was in the chat saw that. Mega Yan Mega?
That's it's got the perfect name for it.
Yeah.
Well, it's even funnier because Yanmega's name in Japan is Mega Yanma. So
Mega Yanma.
Mega Yanma.
Why are we talking
That's
about this?
fucked up.
We're making Matt miserable right now. Let's talk about
Sorry,
Kitty
Matt.
Kong.
Yeah, let's talk about Kitty Kong. The Kitty Kong claws. Yeah. Nah, but like they changed Magnemite's type and they changed Meryl's type. It's like my
Yeah.
1 and 2. They changed them
I know.
both.
I'm cool with Magnemite being switched to Steel though. That makes
Yeah,
I-
I mean, they
I
couldn't
too.
introduce Steel and not do anything with Magnemite. That would just be weird.
I kind of feel like Voltorb could have fit in that too.
Yeah.
He could have, but you know, he didn't. I don't think it was as necessary as Magnemite.
Or it would have been kind of cool to have like Electrobe, so like the evolved, had a little change.
Becomes Steel, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you.
Like their Pokedex is like, there might be a connection between them and a Pokeball. So, like, if a Pokeball is made out of steel, I guess that would make sense.
Look, was made
I-
out
you
of apricots.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I want then?
Grass type.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grass
I want-
Electric.
Grass electric. That would be an interesting combo. I want them to make an electric type explosion, so that it could be like unique to Electrode. Yeah.
Electrode.
So that he would get stab explosion. That would be so cool.
They could just make them part normal.
I mean, it could be
Yeah.
a normal electric, yeah, but I want him. It would be cool to have a unique attack, like I don't know what you would call it.
Volt Crash or something like that? I don't know.
Spark bomb.
Spark bomb.
Explosion!
Okay, this is taking forever.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Miltank.
This
Welcome to
one
this boss.
friggin' Miltank. It's totally that one boss.
Yeah.
Most Pokemon games don't really have that one boss because they're all.
Well, this
kinda-
one does.
No, it totally does. I'm not denying it. It's just funny, like that. I don't think they thought about the fact that this would be so hard. You know, I
But
feel like
Miltank is.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're
Oh,
starting.
yeah, I was just saying Miltank is. It's just like really defensive and normal this early, without giving you the means to fight normal Pokemon well.
yeah.
Wasn't really well thought out.
I also love the fact that
Ghastly.
I love the fact that like of Pokemon, the one that is like super overpowerful is Miltank.
It's just because it's so
Ow.
early in the game. Also, Miltank is awesome. I have a Miltank, and it badass motherfucker.
I know,
Yeah,
but it's just a pink
Miltank's-
cow.
Yeah, well, like in normal like competitive play, Miltank is good, but it's not like broken. But like at this point in the game, when you don't really have any fighting types, you don't really have any like means to deal with it. You know, it can heal itself. It's got an attack that gets stronger every time it hits you. It's just like, you don't have the tools yet in the game to deal with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, good job, Phil.
Nice.
You did it. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da.
Isn't this a Clefairy?
Well done, Phil.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The gym layout looks like a Clefairy.
Also, they did this like the opposite of a Zelda dungeon.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
What do you mean?
Nice. You played long enough in that gym.
Oh, go get a
Drowsy.
drowsy.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you could do that. I could do that though because it's my turn.
You can do it out of. Do it out of.
Is that knives?
Knives Chow?
Yeah, there was like a sprite that kind of looked like, because it had like red for the shading.
Oh, okay, so like the hair looked kind of...
Nice chat.
That's where Knives came from. Inspired by this game.
Confirmed.
Half-Life 3.
Nice job, Phil.
Alright.
Yeah,
done
you
good?
beat the third gym.
You beat that one boss.
Yeah, well done.
You did it.
Now we only have how many more gyms?
Oh, that was the third. That was the third? We have a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Were you guys playing this one for an hour?
No, we've been playing since 4. But, yeah, it's cool. I'll pick up real stuff.